Welcome to Rows to Columns. I'll be showing you how to use this template to build a word cloud within your Google Apps. So nothing leaves your domain, perfectly fine to use with students because everything is contained. So let's get things started. Before we go too far, what we have to do is you'll be having a share only version, a read only version sent to you. So we're going to make a copy right away. And that way everything you make is going to be inside your account. Now, you do have to go in and make a folder because this will make a Google Doc and it will make a Google form, which is how it collects the information. So let's quickly make one. I'm just going to call mine Erase Me because I'm going to delete it after I've done this. Okay, hey, this whole thing started when a teacher approached me that they wanted to run a word cloud, but they wanted to have the ability to edit words that came in and to modify inputs just on the fly, just waiting for this little menu to pop up. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're ready to go now. So let's get this thing started. Go to Setup, and everything over here has to be basically done. Now, title, the form needs a title. So we're going to go with summer quotes. We're going to do an end of the year thing. You can put in a description if you want, that's not necessary. Secondly, question text. There we go. We can put it the help desk if we want. Are we going to collect their email addresses? We did not, but you have to select one of those. You can actually set the exact date and time for this thing to open and for this thing to close. Now, if you put in a time to open, it will automatically close the form and open on that exact date. If you need to modify the open and close, just change the information in here and it will automatically update it. Obviously, it's in month, day, year format, and you can type it in with AM or PM, or you can do the 24-hour clock. Either one's fine. I'm going to open up mine right now. Name of the document. Now, who am I going to share it to? If you do private, no one can obviously see it. You can send out the link to anyone in the domain, and then anyone in the entire world can see it. So I'm just going to go with the domain. And do I want this thing to publish? Publishing happens every 5 minutes through Google Defaults, so that's how long it will take. You can put this into a website so people can go in and take a look and watch it as it builds. But again, there's a 5 minute delay. There's nothing we can really do about that. Only people within the Present Trainer domain can see this because it's all inside my account and in my domain. First time it goes, it doesn't do anything. You notice how nothing's filled in here? That's because the script just did security allowance. So we got to run it one more time. Okay, we can see it's all done. There's a little menu in the bottom telling us it's all done. Here are all our links. So there's the editing link if I want to add in some pictures or whatever. This is the one you can give out to the students or people involved so they can enter in their phrases. Here is the link to the Google Doc, the publishing link, the embed code, everything you could possibly need. This is where the form information is going to go. I'm just going to hide that because I don't need to even really see it. Let's jump into the document. So it's really quite boring right now. It's completely empty. If you want to put anything in it to make it look a little nicer, go into the header and everything that comes in here will go below the header. Okay, let's go put something into it. Just shut that down because that's my original. So let's go to the form. Let's go to the submission link. Again, you can go into the edit link, add in some pictures. It's pretty basic looking. The only thing is you do not want to change that this is the first question, because if you change that, it won't know where to grab the information. So I've got one pre-typed here. Let's put that in. You can see it's a bit of a phrase. So what will happen with that is this. It breaks it into individualized words because we don't want to put phrases in because word clouds with phrases are quite boring. And then from here, I can pick what I want to have happen. Now, bad, I don't want. Let's see, I want that. So I can just go down here and hit a bunch of A's. And once you've approved the word, every time it comes in, it will automatically be approved. You only need to do this once. A little bit of a pain, but if you ever taught students, you want to be able to go in there and see, did they type something weird? Did they put something in with spaces? Did they try to sneak something in? Just going to deny a few more things. And there we go. So when there's the next submission, it will actually take care of all this and move it all over automatically. We can also run it manually. We can see everything sort of all built up. These are the words that are good. These are the ones we don't want. And then this gets created. I'll show how to use that in just a moment. But we go into here. This is our word cloud. Now the first entry is not the prettiest. You could see that I has been increased a few times. That's why it's bigger. And then these ones are sort of singular. After the first entry, this thing gets really interesting. The colors change, the fonts change, and the size change based on how many. And it's a logarithmic relationship, so things don't tend to get squished too badly, thankfully. So you can still read the smaller words until it gets a lot of entry. So let's submit another one. And if I submit the same one, okay, You can see I didn't have to approve or allow anything. It added in everything, and this is automatically changed and things are moved around. Okay, let's try another one. So the nice thing is if they put in terrible phrasing and they're going against whatever you're doing, it will tear it apart and you can make it into a positive. So that's a bit of a change around. So you can see I've submitted. Bad is still limited. These things are here. These ones still need to be allowed or disallowed. Okay. If you make an error sentence, I'm going to deny it and it will clean it all up for us. And there we go, moved everything over that we want. Okay, so this is our word cloud that we can look at as it's being generated. Not the best in the world, but we're limited to a Google Doc. So it's great while the words are flying in what this thing can do. Once you're done with your word cloud, what we can do is we can just take these, because these are all the duplicates, copy this, and I just like to go to a word cloud maker. The one I like is this one, because I can do this. Word list, extract words from text, and because the script already does all the work for you, or the functions, everything's all doubled up. If I apply, I now have this. Now you'll notice some words are missing. Let's try that again. What happened was I had ignore stop words. Some of these are considered stop words. And there we go. Is back, I is back, and away we go. You can change the shape and everything in here that you want to make these look quite nice. But this generally just gets you going that you've edited, and then you eventually, when it's all done, you can put it into a nice diagram and send that out instead, since this isn't always the nicest. Anyways, that is the word cloud. Hopefully you like it. If you have any questions, please reach out.